Welcome to the replay, everyone. It is September 4th, and I'm just going to get everything set up here. There we go. Just want to scoot this down a bit. That's better. Welcome here, you guys. I just am gonna open up my Etsy orders because I have a few people who haven't been around to customize their orders yet. So if possible, we'll do those, but we'll also continue working on February now in Ivy's bullet journal. Nicole is hopefully going to be able to make it. We haven't seen Allison yet as well, but we can do Allison's. It's just a charm. Robin was going to try to come today, and she sent me a message in case she can't make it. And then, let me see here. Amanda and Jill. Okay, so we still have a few people that we're waiting for. Hello, you guys. Thanks for joining. So yes, we have a few remaining orders to pack today from the week. And then we're also going to do February, which we decided on a like Valentine's dessert sort of theme. We picked our color palette already, which was going to be these colors as the main. Anyway, I'll probably need another. Can you see the theme? Oh, for January. Yeah, we did this little space theme for January. And then those are the monthly pages. These are the weekly spreads that we did. And then we're going to start on February today. But yeah, if anyone is here who has an order waiting to be personalized, please let me know. I'm going to finish all of the personalization, whether you're here or not, tonight or tomorrow afternoon, so that I can mail them off before the weekend. So I would love for everyone to be able to be here in person, but I do also just want to get them sent off to you so that you can start using them. All right, so let's start our February theme. Oh, I should get my circle tracer for this one because I found it. It was in a moving box, but my son and I were doing some painting today, so I was digging around in some of my boxes and I found it. This would be a good time for it. Hey, Anai. Thanks for joining even at the gym. All right, I am going to, yeah, we'll do a thin black outline for the cup here. Do the handle there. Welcome here, you guys. Thanks for joining. I'm just starting on February for Ivy. And we chose that little a little Valentine's dessert theme. And then the layout that we chose had a little latte up in the corner here. So that's what I'm working on right now. We're going to do some like heart-shaped latte art. I think I'll use my blender to make that look a little bit cuter once I'm done coloring this in. Hey everyone. Oh, I just started Freedom. Just started. This is the first thing we've done. And we are working on February today. Where did I put my blender brush? There it is. And February is a Valentine's dessert theme. And then the cover style that we chose had this little like latte and then a plate of desserts, or we're gonna do a plate of desserts. That's not exactly what it had, but yes, this is in Ivy's, yeah. Good enough. A little bit of blending. Welcome here, you guys. Good to see ya. And then I was thinking of doing like some little donuts, like heart-shaped donuts over here in this corner, and then maybe just like some little ribbony sort of things. And then somewhere over here, we're gonna write February. I'll show you the sample picture, but obviously not with matcha. And I don't really feel like I want to use that font for February, but I'm not sure what to do instead. So if you guys have any ideas, we could flip her sideways and do like big, juicy calligraphy, but I know we just did that in January. Some people love it and would have it every month, but some people may want a little bit more variety. So we can brainstorm what we're going to do for that. Oh, what? I put the brown lid onto my blender and the clear lid onto my brown. That's why I was confused. All right, then let's do 2 little heart donuts over here. So very rounded hearts. Conversation hearts. Yeah, we could do something like that. Yes, this is Ivy's custom bullet journal. We're 2 months in, like this is the 2nd month, so not very far at all. This is going to be February. We're doing a little Valentine's desserts theme. Hey Ash, welcome, welcome. And I know I said it already, but I'm going to say it periodically through the evening. If you're here and you have an order that we have not yet personalized together, please let me know as soon as you get here, because I would love to get all of those orders personalized so that I can pack them up tomorrow and send them off before the weekend. So don't feel bad interrupting me. That is top priority today. We'll get as far as we can in this month, but most of all, I would like to make sure I'm in a good position to be sending off all of your journals tomorrow. Yes, Valentine's desserts. Oh, nice, Melissa. Yeah, no, it's definitely... You guys, how new are you? Person without a name. When did you start coming? Because I think the reason why people were excited for Ivy's is just because she's been here for a long time watching the lives, and she's always here and engaged and stuff, so she's kind of friends. But yeah, if you're new here, I guess it wouldn't make sense why everyone's excited, but I think that's why we were excited, because sometimes, you know, like Janelle, for example, tons of fun doing her journal, but nobody from here knows Janelle because Janelle knows me from my YouTube days. Like, she was never on the live, so it's just kind of fun when it's like, you know, lots of people from the lives would love to get the journal, but the fact that Ivy got it, one of their friends, makes it a little bit more exciting than doing it for someone that they've never talked to or heard about. That's my guess. I know, Amber, this is based off of the Disney Desserts theme. I just loved that one so much. The color palette, the little, like, I don't know. I think I'm going to bring those kind of ribbon doodles in as well. Oh, what are you finding most difficult about it, Melissa? Maybe I can solve at least one problem for you that will help you with moving forward. Yeah, Kennedy, that's true too. Like, because only one person gets a spot every like 5 to 8 weeks kind of deal, there's a lot of anticipation for who was going to get it. That is true. Oh, no worries. No problem. Oh, the lettering. Mm-hmm. Do you do calligraphy, or do you have a different sort of lettering preference? Yes, I do sell the empty notebooks as well. That's most of what I sell, is just like the empty notebooks, and then you can choose your charms, a cover design, and a name page if you want to. So I sell notebooks with kind of surface level personalization, and then I sell the full every single page done custom kind of deal. Oh, Cadence, no, he's a web developer, software developer. That's what he does. Nice, Melissa. Well, yeah, it definitely takes time and practice. I do have a video on my YouTube channel where I go through the whole alphabet in calligraphy. And yeah, I definitely think that working on lettering is a good place to start, because honestly, I feel like even if your doodling is kind of meh, if you have nice lettering, it just makes the page look a lot more like professional. Like, I would say, I mean, my doodles, I don't want to downplay, I've spent hours and hours doodling. So yes, it makes sense that my doodles are decent, but I think my lettering also makes up for a lot of just simplicity in my doodles. Oh yes, right, Anahi. He's actually a full-time background music player on his guitar. Yes, the name page notebooks are in stock. They're all in stock. All colors. Let me see here. Yeah, Danielle, the faux calligraphy is a game changer. Oh, the pre-made journals. So the pre-made journals, they finished making my sample. I got to see it. I loved it. I saw it virtually. So they're going to mail that to me so that I have it with me so I can show it to you guys. But, oh, Delaney, thank you for your order. But, yeah, they're going to mail that to me, but they have already begun production because I gave them the go-ahead. So the bulk order is in progress. It'll probably be another couple of weeks, and then till it's done being made. And then all the shipping and customs and whatever is much more unpredictable. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at for now. Okay, Delaney, let's pack your order as soon as we're done this title page. What should I add yet? I want to add some pink. We need some lettering. I if you guys were here for the Disney desserts theme, oh, Penny, thank you for your order too. Wowee. If you guys were here for the Disney desserts theme, we used the same color palette and had like donuts as kind of one of the main things, but I did like little sort of like ribbons and confetti sort of sprinkled around as well. So I was thinking I could do that sort of thing. Could put like a little spoon or something, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm going to add white gel pen sprinkles onto these donuts yet. So those will be fun. And then a heading. Maybe we should figure out what we want to do for our font, and then we know how much busier we want to make the rest of the page. So I'm going to show you guys the kind of inspiration photo that we used for the layout of our cover page. That was this. And so I don't love that font for a February Valentine's sort of theme. What I would propose instead, let's see, maybe just like, I don't know, something a little bit more like bubbly, sort of like that, going up and down like that, like February. And then, or we could do, so yeah, downwards like that. We could flip it over and do big bouncy calligraphy February down the side. We could pull out the stamps and do a small February over here. I guess we could do stacked off to the side, but we just did stacked in January, so I don't know if I want to... The thing with candy hearts is I don't think we want to bring in all those colors. You know, like we kind of chose more of a pink-centric color palette instead of like pastels, like all pastel. You know what I mean? So that would be my hesitation to bringing in candy hearts. Okay, maybe let's do a poll here. I'm not sure if I've seen a moderator yet tonight. Is there a moderator here who would like to do a poll? To start a poll? Okay, I'm just going to start a poll then. And then we are going to vote. Why am I struggling to, oh, because I pressed the wrong button. That makes sense. Poll and gift vote. So let's do custom. We'll set it for 1 minute and 4 options, although I only have 3 in my head right now. Okay, so there should be a little clipboard icon right under my name. I'm going to tell you what each number means. So option number 1 is to do a printed sort of lettering like this down the side, F-E-B-R, whatever, going downwards. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is to flip it sideways and do big bouncy calligraphy all across this side to spell February. That's number 2. Option number 3 is to do stamps. These little alphabet stamps, looks kind of like typewriter, and do February across here. And then option 4, maybe for option 4, we'll do more of like a whimsical, like big, like smaller lettering, but bigger like bounces, you know, calligraphy with black. I don't know if that makes sense, but those are the 4 options and the poll's almost done. So get them in. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Option 1 won, but just barely. Okay. We can do option 1. That's not something that we have done very often, so that's good, because then, oh, you changed your vote to 4. I guess describing them all at the start might have been helpful. Okay. But maybe let's just get going with option 1 here. I think it'll fit. February. Oh yeah, I think we'll be all good. It's not stopping on, like I watch it on my iPad on a different account right there, and I'm not having that problem, but all right, let's just do it. I'm gonna do it in pink, and I'm gonna outline it. Or do some kind of drop shadow, but something to make it more exciting. Hey, Paige. Welcome here. All right, we'll do the little... I'm doing well. Okay, let me think of what else we should add to this page. We are gonna do white gel pen sprinkles on here. I'm just trying to decide if I should add any sort of drop shadow to this or just leave the lettering as it is. What do we think about adding like little like ribbon and swirly sort of things in some of the gaps and sparkles? I feel like that might be enough to fill the space. Like, I don't know if I want to add a spoon. I feel like that might be kind of crowded. Oh, Mackenzie, for the circle, I used my circle tracer. Okay, I might just do that then. Just like some little wispy ribbon type of doodles. Oh, some little like... I don't think I'll write coffee on it anywhere. I'm not totally sure where I would put that. And then let's add some sparkles. And then we'll add the white gel pen. And I'm trying to decide, should I do this mug? I'm either gonna add a little bit of light gray shading to make it look like a white mug, or I could color it pink. What do we think? Oh, you guys are pretty split on this one. Yeah, there is a lighter pink that I could do. Is it worth making a poll? I try to do that only for big decisions, because otherwise we'd be doing polls all night, but I suppose I could do a poll. Yes, it's worth a poll. Okay. Could one of the moderators do a 2-option poll? Just for a minute. I could do XO little sprinkles. Okay, 2-minute poll. The options, we're talking about this mug right here. Option number 1 is just to add some light gray shading to make it look like a white mug. That's option 1. Option number 2 is to bring in a lighter pink than this and color the mug pink. That's 2. 1, shade it to make it look white. 2, make it pink. All right, so you're thinking I should put little like XOs on here? The pole is right below my name. I'm gonna do mostly normal sprinkles, but maybe just like sneak a little XO onto each one or something. Pink one. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna finish doing the sprinkles, then I'll go do that. Yes, this is a Languo gel pen in white. Love them. All right, we're gonna finish coloring this mug, and then we have Delaney placed an order today, Penny placed an order today, and Nicole was here to do her order as well. And as much as I would love to do more of Ivy's journal, and hopefully we will yet today, top priority is I wanna get everyone's orders shipped before the weekend. So whenever there's someone who has an order and is ready to pack it, that's what we're gonna focus on. So that is what we're gonna do next. Let me just, okay. There we go. I think pink was the right move there. I like that light pink. So we're gonna leave the cover page like this for now and get packing on journals. Yes, I just got on live less than half an hour ago. So, to sell just the white gel pen. Oh, Robin's here too. Okay, I did see your Instagram message. Okay, perfect. Is there anyone who's here to pack an order who is in a bit of a rush or just like wants to go first for any reason? All right, let me refresh my page here so that I see all the orders. No rush, no rush. Is there anyone who is in a rush? We could start, like Nicole ordered on Monday and she's got 2. So Nicole, if you're here, we could maybe start with yours. Nicole has an espresso and a glacier. I'm still getting used to the names. They don't just like come naturally to me yet. Clay and vanilla, like my last color of journals, I would never even think to say anything else. You know, like I would never call the vanilla one cream. It was always clay and vanilla. Are you good to go, Nicole? If not, I'll just set these aside and wait for the next. Okay, perfect. Let's do your brown one first, your espresso one first. Okay, so charm you wanted to pick on live, name page Believe with iced coffee and small pink heart doodles. Cute. So for your charms then, do you have an idea of what you're looking for? Do you want me to like kind of pick out charms that fit with a certain color palette or vibe or anything? Or what are you thinking for charms? I know Nicole has been very patient. And then, okay, yeah. Believe iced coffee, small pink heart doodles. Perfect. We've got all those colors out. Pom-pom for one. All right. So I do have pink pom-poms that would match your name page or brown pom-poms that would match the journal. Oh, pink pom-pom for one. Should just read the whole sentence. So I've got those 2 pinks. And then you can either choose your pink first, 1 or 2, or you can let me know your other charm and I'll go digging around for that. Oh yes, Melissa, I use one for that. I know Iris just ordered one for that. Christina just ordered one for that. That's a very common use for these journals. No, Eve, I did not get my order of Urban Crimson yet. I'll get them next week, hopefully. But I live in like the middle of nowhere, so there's no same day shipping, 2-day none of that. We just wait a week or 2. Bow options, yes, absolutely. Let me grab those for you. 192 pages, Farmer's Wife. All right, so with that pom-pom, I have, I think, 4 different pink bows. Oh my goodness, I moved my camera because I thought it would be a better angle for viewing the journal, and I think it is, but now I've been like hitting my head on it. 4 different pink options, 1 gold. So you can just choose 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Catherine, yes, I see that comment. Yeah, that was so bizarre yesterday. Because it wasn't just you. Like, I mean, all of your comments were getting filtered. That was weird. But, yeah, we just had a problem in general with comments being filtered yesterday. Oh, that's so true, Robin. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that probably wasn't a you issue, Catherine, because it happened to multiple people. Oh, black cat. Okay, sorry. I have a black spotted cat like this. Let me see if I have any cats left in here that are black. No, that's my only black cat. So yeah, we could do the cat or one of the bows paired with your pink pom-pom. Oh, that's a great idea, Delaney. Aw, freshman year. Like a university or high school? I have my guess, but I never know. Like, you guys could be 20 years older than me or 20 years younger than me, honestly. And I would have no idea. University, nice. That's what I would have guessed, but no real strong reason. Okay. Are you already there? Like at university? Or did you move away from home, or are you living at home? Cute. I think the black and white kitties are gone then. I had 2 of each of my 4 different colored cats. Ay, ay, ay. And the black and white ones are the first ones to go. I'm really excited for my other pair of pliers to come in. I really hope it's as life-changing as you guys say it will be, because I am about ready to be done with this. Just kidding. Just to streamline this process. Like, I have just jagged fingernails from having to grab all these charms and like pinch my own fingernail just to hold them in place. Not the top, but like the surface of the fingernail just gets like cut into by the charms. Okay, moved away a week and a half ago. How's that going? I went to college like 8 hours away from home. And it was just such a brutal transition. I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, it completely blindsided me. Like, I was the type of person, like, I would always, you know, like, work at camp all summer. Like, I was used to leaving home for, like, long periods of time for a high school student, you know? High school students don't usually have many opportunities to leave for longer than that. But, man, being gone for, like, a whole semester at a time was just brutal. Asia, I did see one of those, and I ordered a set of pliers that came with one of those. So I'm hoping that that works, but even if it doesn't, the set of pliers should be good. But yeah, I feel like that would be lovely. Oh, nice. You go to college in your hometown. Yeah, by the end of my college experience, I loved it, but the first semester of college was like the worst 4 months of my life. I've had a very easy life, but that was the worst part of it. Okay. For the kitten, I don't sell the charms individually. I just do it as part of the journal customizations. All right, and then Believe with iced coffee and small pink heart doodles. Do you have a preference for the color of the lettering itself, Nicole? Brown, pink, lighter pink, darker pink, whatever. That's the color that I usually use for like lattes. This is a pink that I would naturally pair with a journal. Do I have a different pink though that matches that charm even better? Let's do this one. Pretty identical. Hey, Shaylee. This one probably matches the charm the best, but it's also a chisel tip, so blah. Doesn't really work for calligraphy. So then we'll go with my kind of default pink. Nice, Cage. I'm so excited for mine to come in. I hope that it works well. Oh, a math major. Yeah, yikes. Someone asked what I went to school for. I went to school for volleyball, honestly. I mean, I ended up graduating with a linguistics degree, but I didn't know that at the start. I just went primarily to play volleyball. Okay, name page says Believe. Okay, cool. Yeah, I believe it, Phoenix. You know what? If there was no camera here, my nose would be literally touching the page this entire time. So I'm doing my best to stay as far away as I can and still draw nicely. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are like that, but I feel like I have like 50 times more control if my face is like touching the paper. So when it comes to like little things like this, I've gotten pretty good at staying away, like by doing videos and stuff like that. But when it comes to more precision stuff, my nose gotta be right there. Okay. And then iced coffee and hearts. Let's do an iced coffee over here. Have some little ice cubes floating around. Oh, Caitlin, I have no idea. That's why I can't even choose a September theme for myself. I have a much harder time choosing things like that for my own use than I do for custom journals. Oh wait, sorry. You're talking about O and C, letter B. Just give me a second. If you're asking any for like a little calligraphy walkthrough of letters, I can do a few letters if you just let me finish this name page and then I'll look up. I'm just kind of glued to what I'm doing at the moment. Hey, savvy one. Oh, about October. Oh yeah, I don't really love lettering October. Not my favorite. Okay, so then let's do little pink hearts. And dots. Okay. All right. There we go. Now, I have not been watching comments. If you guys are just chatting with each other, that's awesome. If there's something you want me to see, please say it again now that I'm actually able to look up at my screen here. Because I don't want to ignore your comments, but I also don't want to scroll through all like 60 comments if they weren't even directed to me. So just let me know if there's something that you want me to see particularly. All right, and then Nicole, for your cover, magic stacked lettering with star doodles. Is that still good to go for this one? October in calligraphy, yes. When to use which style? Oh, I feel like that's pretty subjective. Like, just kind of whatever you like. Okay, magic stacked with star doodles. Sounds good. Stars. Okay. So that is journal number 1 for Nicole. Let me set that aside for a sec. And yes, I can show you October. What kind of marker and what style of calligraphy, Jess? Felt tip or brush pen? Cheater calligraphy or normal calligraphy? Star and sparkle, yeah. Let me add that, because that is totally doable. Sparkles and stars. Hey Liz. Oh, a stacked October. I could do a stacked. I just don't even have a scrap piece of paper that's that. Oh, I do have one. I was writing out a menu for my sister's matcha tasting event, but I ended up going out with black paper, blue paint pen, and then white gel pen, and it looked way better. So okay, felt tip cheater calligraphy. Okay, yes, we can do that. I will say, as much as I promote Crayola Super Tips for starters, it is a lot more difficult to get the thick, bouncy calligraphy, which is what I would normally use for stacked calligraphy. But I will show you how to do it. It just might not be quite as like thick and bouncy as what you're used to seeing me do. And that's because that exact look is quite difficult to achieve with the felt marker, but they work especially if you're starting or if you want a different style. Susie, just about an hour. Okay, so October, stacked calligraphy and cheater. Okay, yes, we can do that. So I'm gonna start off all thin strokes, all the same weight. So we're gonna do an O, starting over here, loop around, and bring it up to connect to the C, and then pick up the marker. Then we're gonna do just like a printed C, just like that. I like to kind of move my first row typically upwards when I'm doing stacked calligraphy, because then we can like kind of nestle the next letter underneath. So for us here, that's T, O, I'm not going to cross the T yet because I want to see what kind of fits good. Down here, I'm going to do B, kind of curl it around and then bring it down. Pick up your marker, and then starting from the very bottom of the B, up, curl all the way around to connect to the E. E just like a printed E, but move it upwards to connect to the next letter. And then I'm gonna do an R with more of a loop at the top. Okay. You can cross your T with a straight line or with like a curved line, kind of that closes this gap here. I think I'll just leave the gap open. Actually, I'll do curved because you can easily picture what a straight one's gonna look like, but if you're trying to follow along, I'll show you the more just variable one. Okay, so that's your starting point. Now, like we've done before, you just go through and thicken up everything that would have been a downstroke and make it as thick as you can with a super tip. You might even want to do a second coat depending how thick you want it to be. So like here, up, thicken up on the down, and then thin on the up. This T, thicken up the whole downstroke, thin on the way up to the O. I like to make the ends of my wavy line a little bit thicker, even though they're not like totally downstrokes. Thicken up that line on the O, keep that part thin, thicken up that part, keep that part thin. And then with the B, thin around here, thicken up that bottom part, thin, thick, thin, thick. Thicken up that part, thicken up that part, and there we go. That is how I would do October stacked in cheater calligraphy. Hey, Deanna. Welcome here, you guys. Oh yes, sorry, I just did the title page for February. I'm thinking we'll have more time to work on Ivy's tonight, but I was saying earlier, priority tonight is to do the sort of individual orders, like just the empty journal orders, because I want to mail them all out tomorrow. So there are some people who ordered at the beginning of the week that just haven't been able to personalize theirs yet. So I want to prioritize that whenever there are people here and ready to go. Yeah, no problem, Jess. Javia, that's cheater calligraphy. So instead of like making the stroke thick and then transitioning to thin in the same same movement, if you just do it all thin like that and then thicken it up after the fact, that's what I call cheater calligraphy. Okay. Oh, I didn't show any of the foil yet. Let me show you some. So Jill hasn't actually been here yet to customize her journal, but she chose to have her name with a little chef's hat. And most people, I didn't do the foil beforehand, but hers seemed straightforward enough that I wanted to do it and then be able to show it to her when she does join the live. Let me find you some other ones. So like Dana had reading journal with a book doodle. And who else have we got on the stack here? Oh, let's do Catherine's from last night. Catherine asked for her name with paw prints. That's what we've got for Catherine. Nikki wanted just her initials down by the bow, so that's what we got here. I want to find one on the green or the blue. I really love how the gold foil pops on the blue. Blue has been like one of the slower sellers so far, but I feel like once you see it with the gold foil, you'll just like fall in love. Like, I feel like the blue just looks so good with, I can put that farther away. But yeah, they have been, it's been going well with the, I feel like I've kind of hit my stride with the heat press vinyl. I definitely think there's still some room for me to improve, like some small details. I'm still not able to get my cut settings right to cut them, and like with the heat press I'm always like, I don't know, always a little bit hesitant like that I'm gonna, you know, like overheat the journal or something, but I'm definitely feeling more confident with it. I know the gold and blue is such a fun combination. Oh, so Milty Mitty, I am using the Caesar Juliet cutting machine with gold metal vinyl and then like heat transfer vinyl. And so I just do my own calligraphy into the Procreate app. I upload that to their design space, cut the vinyl with my machine, weed it, heat press it. That's how I've been doing it. I am brand new to it. I am definitely not a pro with that at all yet, but Javaya, yes, I actually didn't do yours yet. I copied and pasted that same reading journal font for yours, but then the strawberry didn't cut very well, like the seeds on the strawberry, so I was gonna redo yours anyway. So you want it bigger? I'm just not, like, just the word reading is pretty long, so I'm not sure how much bigger I could make it without making it stacked. And I'm always hesitant to stack like 2 words, you know, like reading journal, because it becomes a little bit more difficult, but I can try to make it bigger for you somehow. Let me think. Would you rather that, Javaya? Because it would definitely be easier to stack a name. That's the thing, like the sweet spot for stacking calligraphy is really like, I don't know, 5 to 12 letters, let's say. Like 12 would even be a little bit much. Like anything more than that. I mean, you saw the Mrs. Collmore one. I feel like that one turned out good, but I wouldn't normally stack 2 words like that, but I love the way that hers turned out. So I'm happy that I did it anyways. But I think in general, stacking is much easier to do with just like, yeah, a name or a shorter word. Javaya. Yeah, true. Then you can change your mind about the purpose. Totally. Okay. Nicole, let's do your next journal. Now that we did that little October tutorial. No problem, Javaya. Honestly, easier for me. So thank you. Okay, and then for the blue one, you wanted the J and N charms. Do you know what type you'd like? Gold, white, pink, black? I feel like I maybe saw a question, but if you ask me a question and I don't answer it, please ask it again, because I just don't always see your questions because I am doing other things. And then I don't scroll back through all the comments because lots of them aren't actually aimed straight at me. So it just takes a lot of time to scroll back through all of them and find the ones that are. White N and J charms back to back on one ribbon. And then a blue pom-pom. Absolutely. All right, so white, N, and J. Ugh. Blue pom-pom. I do have 2 blues. I just haven't restocked the drawer yet, but they're right here. Yes, I did design the journals. Yes, sir. All right, which pom-pom would you like? I'll get that hair off your journal. Option 1 or option 2? Thank you. I am obsessed with the blue. I chose the green journal for myself, and to be honest, brown was my runner-up, but the more I interact with the blue journals, the more I feel like this is going to be my next journal once I'm done with my green one. Number 2. Perfect. So Javaya, I haven't used a journal for myself in about 2.5, 3 years. So no, I haven't. I just chose a matcha journal for myself and did like some very quick yearly spreads on my own. And now I'm just completely frozen. I can't choose a September theme. But I know that I need to do that. No, the ribbon crimps are not here. Like I was saying earlier, I live in the middle of nowhere. There's no like next day shipping, same day shipping, none of that. Like I'll see my package in a week or 2. So hopefully in a week, because I am running very low. I might just have to find somewhere in person that carries it. But like that's the problem, is I don't even live close to like a craft store, you know? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to put the letters onto separate rings and then put those 2 rings onto the same ring, you know? Oh, the marker I use for outlining. Yes, the marker that you probably see me use sometimes is the Tombow Fudenosuke. It's meant as a calligraphy brush. So it's definitely not good for finer details. For like the really skinny outlining, I use a size 005 fine liner. But the actual fine liner itself that I have is very meh. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I've had some good ones from like Mr. Pen on Amazon or ArtX. I'm trying to think. I've had a few good packs in the past. Right now I'm just using a random freebie set that I got from a brand like years ago. I don't even remember what brand, so. The Muji 05s, I love the way that they write. That's what I use for my like day-to-day writing pen. But I don't use them for outlining just because like they're gel, so they smudge. But I love the way that they write for just like writing. But I also don't have the patience to let things dry, so I need to use like archival ink if I'm going to use a fine liner so that it dries real quick instead of like a gel pen. No problem. All right, let me get these on here. And then for name page, Johnny Lava's Nicole with paper airplane doodles. Cute. That is going to be a long one. I know you have it all as one word. I'm just trying to think how I would like stack that other than just doing Johnny Lava's Nicole, like breaking it into 3 words would definitely be the most natural way to break it up for a stack. Is that good with you? Yeah, like Johnny 1 line, then Lava's, then Nicole. I knew exactly what you meant, Nicole. 3 words is good. Okay, yeah, this one is like destroying my fingernail right now. Just close. Okay, there we go. But yeah, like this one fingernail has just gotten so much weaker since doing charms. Okay, and color for that, Nicole. Would you like the blue color to match the journal, or do you have something different in mind? Oh, there you go. Can you use a blue, pink, and purple? And yes, absolutely. Let me grab that exact color palette. All right, let me make sure that I spell everything correctly. So Johnnny. Okay. Okay, perfect. Johnny, and then Lava was the pink. Wait, is it lava or lavas? I'm seeing lavas on your Etsy message, but then lava on TikTok, but that could have just been an autocorrect kind of situation. Lavas, okay. And then Javia, no. No orders with no customizations. Like 90% of the orders or more had all 3 customizations, which is not what I was expecting, but it's been fun to customize them all. Ashley Potts, yes, I do make full bullet journals. This one that we're doing right now is just, this one's just a name page charm cover sort of situation, but I do sell like 12-month or 6-month, 9-month, however many you order. We just finished up this one for Janelle. But most of the orders that I get are for just like empty journals with this sort of surface level customization, but not all of the interior pages done. Jazzy Tazzy, I go live every Monday to Thursday usually, sometimes Fridays as well. Stevie, I am so excited for the pre-made journals. I'm just getting so nervous though with all of like, I mean, I would have loved to design them earlier in the year, but earlier in the year, I was still completely ignoring my little bullet journal side hustle. So I started them much later than I should have, and they're in production now, but it's just making me so nervous because like shipping is always like such a, you know, variable. Like it's so hard to know how long things are going to take with customs, and with an order that size, you know, there tend to be unforeseen delays. So I'm just getting really nervous about that kind of stuff, but I'm so excited for when they're actually like here. The pre-made journals, Christina, let me show you because they are like my passion project. I am so excited about them. Let me just open my Procreate app. Here we go. So the pre-made journal is going to be printed into these type journals, like same 160 GSM paper. Instead of 192 pages, there will be 224 pages because I needed more than that for all the pages I wanted to include. But it's not just going to be like a printable digital download kind of situation. It's actually going to be in the journal. So this journal belongs to, and then let me show you some of the months. So we chose all of the monthly spreads together, all of the different themes and stuff. So for January, you guys chose a cozy cottage theme. So it's going to be like left page of the calendar, right page of the calendar, open space for you to add whatever sort of sections you need, trackers, memories, left page of the weekly spread, right page of the weekly spread, left, right, February, we chose a bows theme, which I'm really excited to add like a background fabric. Oh, thank you so much for your order to this one as well, and spice it up a little bit. Let's see, for March, we chose a plants theme. And so for many of the themes, I did like a light gray calligraphy. And the idea is that you can then choose a color and do calligraphy on top of it, because as you guys know, I very rarely will use like bold black calligraphy. I usually will use a color. So I wanted to include that element in these journals as well. So for April, you guys chose a tulips theme. I really like the weekly spreads for April. And all of the weekly spreads are like, we chose the same layout every month, or like for the whole month. So all of April has this layout, but then there's always a different, like slightly different doodles to color. May, you guys requested a pond theme. So this is how May turned out. June, the seashell theme won the vote. So this is how June looks. So yeah, this will all be printed into a 224-page journal that, like, everything else is the same as this, like 100 GSM dot grid paper, 2 ribbons that you can have personalized, the elastic pen loop, cover personalization options, all of that. Let me show you just a couple more themes. July was ice cream truck. August was ocean. September was sardines. For October, we did a little cafe theme. It's like you're journaling at a cafe. November, oh, I really like the weekly spreads for October. The little coffee doodles, and then for the open like notes box, it's like a mini journal that you can write in. For November, we chose a knitting theme, and actually these weekly spreads are probably my favorite in the journal, even more than October, because all the days are like stitched on, and then there's openings for like a to-do list or quotes, something like that, but they just turned out so cute. And then the final theme, December, we chose a gingerbread theme, and I did the cookie lettering that we did in Summer's bullet journal for that theme. So anyways, that is the pre-made journal. It's like it's 100% hand-drawn, no AI, no anything like that. My husband's like, you need to tell them it's not AI. I'm like, no one's gonna think it's AI. But I guess these days people might think that it's AI, but no, it was hours and hours and hours of drawing it all by hand according to what you guys voted for on Instagram. And so yeah, 224 pages. It's a full year journal, but it is undated. So the months are written in, but you can use it for any year. It will be here in time for 2026. But yeah, it's not like a fixed year journal. So even if you get it partway through the year, it'll still be fully functional for you. So yeah, I don't have like a very set ETA for those, unfortunately. They are in production right now, but like I was saying earlier, shipping is always the wild card. Getting them to me through customs and all of that is, it's brutal. So we don't have a set date that those should arrive, but I'm really, really hoping that it will be early November at the latest. I would hate to push it later than that, but we will see. Paper airplanes and doodles. Okay, cute. Let's do paper airplanes, and then we'll do the like flight path of the airplanes kind of crossing through here. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, and I'm sorry, that whole time that I was in Procreate, I could not see any of your comments. So if there are any questions that you would like me to see and to answer, please just send those again, because I was not able to see those while we were looking at my iPad. It says Johnny Lavas Nicole. I know, I love calligraphy, but I do not get offended when people can't read it, because I'm like, yes, it's a bit of an art to actually be able to consistently read my calligraphy. Aw, it was your wedding hashtag? That's cute. 9 years ago. Yes, Ashley, if someone orders a full custom journal, you get to choose everything. You choose the monthly themes, you choose the different types of pages that you want. Like if you want a calendar or a brain dump, mood tracker, habit tracker, whatever, you choose all of that kind of stuff. So every custom journal is totally different, both in like the themes, but also in the pages that we put together. All right. Let's do that and then add some white gel pen here. Oh, and I did see a question, price estimate for the pre-made journals. I have been guessing 50s USD. That's my guess. I know my closest competitors, that is very, very cheap compared to them. So I don't know what extra expenses they are acquiring that make them price them so high. Maybe there's something I'm not realizing that's going to make me change that number. But I feel like 50s is a very, very reasonable on my end anyways. I know with shipping and everything, I'm sorry, especially Americans, depending how the tariff situation is, shipping might make that a little bit more uncomfortable of a number. But that's my hope, is that I can keep it in the 50s, because I don't see a reason from my end to need to charge more than that. But yeah, but then shipping, like, that's on you, unfortunately. I can't afford to, you know, price it at 50 and then pay the shipping. But yeah, my price point will be in the 50s. I know, Delaney. The shipping is just a dagger right now. All right, how is this, Nicole? Did I miss any dots on the letters? Do we need anything added? And for the cover, you said adventures stacked. Is that still sounding good to you? Yes, Maxim, I can do that for sure. I know, and that shipping cost is brand new as of this weekend. As I was saying on my Instagram stories a bit, Etsy completely suspended the purchase of USPS shipping labels for non-US businesses because of all the tariff stuff. So I found a different shipping supplier, but then of course, paying for a separate shipping supplier who uses DHL, that adds to the cost already, and then the cost of the tariffs as well. I'm splitting the cost of the tariffs with you guys. I'm not making you guys cover that, or at least all of that, but all of those costs combined are still bringing up the price quite a bit, unfortunately. Lavas is the middle word. Oh yeah, Kristen, in Winnipeg. That's wild. Yes, I can try to do that, Nicole. Those will be small doodles compared to what I have successfully heat transferred before, but I can try. Airplanes. Pretty Fools, the problem with USPS is that you can't do, you can't choose the option where duties are paid in advance. So the big problem with USPS, even if I wouldn't go through Etsy, is that then you would receive the journal and have to pay all of the duties for whatever additional costs there were when you go pick up your journal. As opposed to something like DHL, I can pay for it in advance, which allows me to put it at a price point where you and I can just split it instead of charging you the whole cost. So that's the big problem with USPS. Even if I don't have Etsy print the labels for me, it still doesn't give me the option of like manipulating that price, and it will absolutely, oh yes, adventures, you're right. And it will, like every delivery will result in you paying for it, which is just like an unpleasant surprise. You know, when you go to the post office for a package that you've been waiting forever for, and then suddenly it costs you like an extra, I don't know, $15 just to bring it home with you. So that's why I don't want to do USPS, is that I feel like I could communicate that to you guys who are always here. Like, yeah, just so you know, shipping's going to look, you know, more affordable on this end, but it's going to end up hitting you when you pick it up. But for people who aren't always here, for them to just get that surprise when they pick up the journal would probably lead to some frustrated customers, understandably. Yes, I am Canadian. Okay. Who is here and ready to pack an order next? And I know someone asked for a tour of our current journal, so I will start doing that tour. But if you are here ready to have your order packed, let's do it. Current journal, we just barely started. So January, we did this little, okay, Amanda and Delaney are here. Is anyone in a hurry? I'm guessing Robin is still here too, because she said she wasn't in a hurry. Danielle's here. Okay, we've got the whole crew. Thanks, Georgie. This is the weekly layout that we chose for January. We did a different little doodle in all the corners, and we're going to do a mini calendar up here. I just didn't have my stamp with me yesterday, and I don't have it again today, but I can run up and get it if we need it. Oh yeah, little astronaut, telescope. Okay, Penny's not quite ready. Moon, and then this is as far as we got on February. We just started this one today. But other than that, we've been focusing on customizations because I want to mail your orders, or sorry, like, you know, empty journal personalizations. I want to mail your orders as soon as possible. Amanda, let's do yours because I saw your comment first. But yeah, if anyone's in a hurry, just let me know. Okay, Amanda ordered an espresso colored journal. Let me grab that. Gold snake, if you still have it, maybe a gold gem to match. Let me check. Do I still have the gold snake? I do. A gold gem, though. I don't think I have a gold gem. I do have like these little, kind of diamondy type of thing. And then these are the gems that I do have right now, or like stones that I do have right now. So if you see anything... Oh, you didn't even say gold. I inserted that somehow. Maybe a gem to match is what you said. So yes, we've got the snake. Black stone like this, or... Let me lay out... Oh, that's not fully black, but it is partially black. If you have a preference as far as like the size of the gem, and some of them are more transparent than others, but they're all in the black family. Do you have a preference here? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Second one? Perfect. Okay, sounds good, Danielle. And then for your name page, you said something like dark and moody, possibly florals. Is that still what you're thinking? And do you have anything more specific that you've thought of that you want, or should we just kind of go the florals route? There's the snake with the black stone. No worries. It's definitely a fun color palette. I just never choose it for myself, and not very many of my custom orders choose it either. So I like a change every now and then. All right, so dark and moody, maybe florals. Let me think here if I have any ideas other than just deep florals. There we go. Let me show you some of my darker colors. These are probably my most dark, moody sort of colors. And then of course I have black. But is there anything from this lineup that stands out to you for like the lettering, or a combination of more, you know, two or more? I feel like it's hard to tell on camera. This one's the most red, a little bit more like wine colored, deep like purpley blue, and then blue and green. The purple and green, 3 and 5, okay. And were you thinking that specifically for the lettering and then other colors elsewhere, or that for the whole thing? Sorry, I have so many questions, especially because it's not a color palette that I normally do. You know, I don't just have a bunch of like doodles on the top of my head that work with this color palette. So I'm thinking 2 and 4. Oh yeah, I can keep that in frame if you would like. Let me think here. We did kind of a moody like space theme one like this for April one time, where we kind of blended down from like a deep blue to a deep reddish sort of one. And then, yeah, we did some planets around and then like white gel pen stars on the letters. I don't know if that's the vibe that you're looking for. Okay, all of them except number 1. Perfect. Tuck number 1 away. Guys, the pressure. Yeah, this is Amanda's name page. Ivy's journal is currently at this point. We just did this February title page and we're just working on other customizations at the moment. All right, what are we gonna do here, you guys? Do I choose one color to do the whole name? Do I do some sort of gradient? Yeah, the deep florals will be pretty. I'm just trying to decide on what I do for the lettering first. What if I, like, is black lettering too boring with deep florals like that? And florals. Gradient the purples. They'll be back in 5 minutes, Delaney. Okay. Okay, let's do deep florals. Amanda is being written. All right, so we can gradient sort of the name. Maybe from blue down into purple. And then we can do the florals around it with mostly like the red and green as like the biggest floral. And then some smaller florals in these colors. How does that sound? Black for the name. Oh, you like the black lettering idea? Okay. That was my first thought, but I feel like most people don't like black lettering. Just for things like this, because I always do, you know, like gradients of different colors and you can't really play around with it that much for... Oh, the skull would be cool, but I don't even know. I would have to search a reference picture. So if she's good with flowers too, I'll probably just do flowers because that's what I know and we've got lots of orders to customize today. So let's do... All right. Hey, Anderson. Okay. And then, yeah, I'll just do like kind of some florals here and here for now, unless we think they need to be elsewhere as well. But just trying to think of what style I want to do. I feel like this purple is so deep it almost looks like black. All right, I wish I had another dark green. My next darkest one is probably this one. Oh, no, grabbed the wrong one. Sorry. That's not my next darkest one. This one is my, oh, that would work. I think that would work. So I'm gonna do some of that as well. I'm gonna add a few little sparkles. How is that looking? What are we feeling about the lettering? I know usually when I do colored lettering, I add like white gel pen and a gray drop shadow. I am not sure how I feel about that on black lettering though. What do you guys think? I feel like it looks so nice and bold on its own, but if you guys think I should add more excitement, like I'm always down for that. I'm just hesitant because I feel like white gel pen sometimes, I mean, it doesn't pop as well on darker colors in general, but especially on black, I feel like the crispness of the black, like adding white gel pen might be doing a disservice to it, you know? I was thinking that, Carson. I was thinking maybe a skinny black drop shadow, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, has Amanda confirmed anything, or should I just go off of comments? Amanda, if there's anything that you know you would like, let us know. But if not, I'll just keep listening to the comments here. Okay, drop shadow in black, like just a skinny black. Here, let me show you. So let's just take A as an example. Often I do a light gray drop shadow, but I could just do like a black, like something like that. Or I could do the light gray. There's what the light gray would look like. So let's say, Amanda, if you have a preference, this is option 1, option 2, option 3. But if you want us to vote, just put vote and I'll make a poll and we can all vote. Vote. Okay. Is there a mod who would like to set up a poll for us? Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so it's going to be a 3-option poll. Let's just do 1 minute. Sarah's going to put a little poll. It will be right underneath my name. There it is, for 1 minute. So option 1, if you vote number 1, it means just plain black like this. Option 2 is with a black drop shadow. Option 3 is with a light gray shadow. So 1, 2, or 3 is what we're voting on in the poll up below my name. Personally, I think I'm team 1, but I don't want to sway your guys' votes, but that's my team. I'm so surprised by how much I love the thick black calligraphy. I never do it. Whenever I use a thick brush pen, it's always colored. But I really like how that one looks. 1, 2, or 3 for lettering style. And then, okay, so Danielle is back. And Delaney, I think, is also back. Option 2, are you good with that, Amanda? Black shadow? Oh yeah, 1 with the black and gray. Okay, visualize what the just black looks like. And now I'm gonna add gray. Gray, 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 gray. That's what both of them would look like. All right, let's do black drop shadow. I have shown some of the gold foil front covers, but I can pull them out again if you would like to see them. All right, and then I know we've got a few people in line to go next. Would you guys mind figuring out amongst yourselves who needs to be next? Like, who wants to go next, if someone needs to hurry or whatever, and then just let me know in the comments, because I'm going to be looking down to do this, and that will just save us a bit of time. I know Danielle's here, Delaney's here, Robin I think is still here, Penny was here but not quite ready earlier, and then we did get another order as well. Okay, I love how this looks. I liked the plain black, but I like this. There we go, Amanda. Thank you so much for your order. I love how that turned out. And I feel like the snake charm was just like perfect for someone, you know? That someone hasn't come until today, but I love how it looks with all this. Delaney can go next. Okay. Thanks, you guys. These notebooks have 192 pages. Okay, definitely need to take a picture of Amanda's before I mail that off. Name down the side? Absolutely, Delaney. Let's pull yours out right away. Put Nicole's other one over here. Okay, so Delaney got a matcha colored journal to match her dorm room. And for the charms, Gold D and surprise you with a fun nature charm. Ooh, let the chat pick. All right, Gold D. All right, so we've got a Gold D for Delaney. Let me check over your journal first. Don't wanna skip that step. The new order, I feel like I always need to make sure, I mean, in general, I should do quality checks, but especially with a fresh batch, I just gotta make sure. Okay, I know, right? Isn't this cover color just beautiful? Gold D, and she said that we, as a chat, could choose a nature-related charm. So let me put forward some contenders. I'm gonna just lay out a bunch that, oh, that's not what I'm reaching for. Okay, yellowish stone. Stones are from nature, and that color looks great with the green. The leaves are a definite contender. I'm gonna put the mushroom guy in there. Someone said turtle. We could do turtle, flower, the last white butterfly, maybe like a starfish or something. Or let's put a open shell in there. The little tiny bee. I'm gonna choose a moth that looks good with this green journal. None of the moths have like major green. That one kind of matches. Okay. That is way more options than we need. Ugh. All right. What are we thinking? I'm seeing lots of suggestions for the leaf and the bee. So we'll keep those in for sure. Mushroom is getting some suggestions as well. Bee or leaf, bee or leaf. Okay. So bee, leaf, mushroom. Someone said the flower. I'm going to do a more formal vote. I'm just trying to eliminate because we have way too many to even vote on. Sorry, guys. What an awful sound. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the moth because I didn't see very many of those. Going to get rid of the shell because I didn't see many of those. Starfish, turtle. Okay, I'm going to choose to keep the starfish because I like that one. I'm going to put the others away because I feel like anything more than 5 is just too much. And we just have too many good options at this point. So, is there a mod who would like to start a poll for us? A 5-option poll just for 1 minute. Thank you. Wow. Speedy. Okay, so we're choosing a charm to go with this Gold D for Delaney. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And yes, Selma, I do have a journal that I can show you. Up in the corner there, you'll see that little clipboard icon. That's where you cast your vote. If it's in the comments, it won't be counted. Make sure you put it in over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 to pair with a Gold D for Delaney's college journal. I'm going to set this down and clean up some markers here because my workspace is getting very crowded as usual. Who's the winner? Option 2, oh, 4, the mushroom. Wow, 2 and 4 were very close. How does that sound to you, Delaney? Do you want to stick with that or do you want to overrule? Delaney gets the final say because it's her journal. And I feel like the mushroom is like, I love it, but it's definitely a niche love, you know, like Delaney may want something different. Gold cover. Oh yes, I was going to show you the gold cover designs, wasn't I? Well, I mean, Delaney, we could do 2. Like we could put the D and B onto one ribbon and put the mushroom on another. Would that be too much? Or we can just go with the bee. I love the bee as well. I think he's very cute. Yes, we can do that, Delaney, for sure. All right. I'm just gonna get my... Oh, no. Don't hesitate to ask. I am very flexible. Pretty chill with how these customizations go. Okay, let me show you some of the gold foil covers before I forget, because the deeper we get into hers, the more I'm gonna forget. Okay, the gold foil on the blue is just like so pretty. It just pops so well. So this was Emily's journal that we packed up the other day for school. So she put her teacher name on the front. She chose an adorable charm combination. Let me grab some more. I should have had some like sitting here ready to like display to you guys, but instead I'm digging through like mountains of journals to try to find ones with cover customizations. All right, here was Shaylee's with little paw prints and her name stacked. What else do we have? Oh yeah, Nikki just wanted her initials and she requested that they be down by the bow. So that's what we've got here. Catherine, she also had paw prints, so repeat of that sort of doodle, but different color journal. Can I find a green one? Did I have a green one before that I showed you guys with gold foil on it? I feel like I did, but I'm not seeing it now. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Sorry, guys. I'm sure I have one, but wait. It is escaping me. Oh yeah, here's it. Here it is. I was showing this one, this reading journal for Kelly. So that's how the cover customization is going. I customized all the ones up until the ones that we're packing today. So I definitely still have some customization left to go before I can mail it off. Kennedy, yes, yours is sent. Otherwise I would show yours because Kennedy had her name stacked with a little frog. Caitlin, I get so nervous every time I have to pack orders. Because I did one time send the wrong journal to the wrong person. And I realized before it arrived, so I was able to like explain it to the recipient, like what happened and have her send it on to the right person. Like I just bought her a shipping label and had her send it. But it was just such a nightmare. And so I've been terrified to do that again. All right, get the mushroom on. I know, Caitlin, my whole like system makes me nervous sometimes, but I don't know how to better organize it. I've just got like everyone's thank you card like dictates what happens for the entire rest of their journal's stay at my house. And so if I get those mixed up, I'd be nervous to see the outcome. I know, that's true. That's the thing, is like I somehow have the most like gracious customer base and audience. Like, yeah, because I texted the person who I sent the wrong journal to, and I was like, oh my goodness, I've been so stressed about this. I'm so sorry. What an inconvenience. And she was like, no worries. I'll just mail it to her. Like, no problem. So I really was stressed over nothing, but still, it's like frustrating. I know, right, Georgie? That's the thing, is like, I always want to take some content with them, and like, I don't do all of the customization all at one time. So I need to hang on to them until I've been able to finish that part. But yeah, there's just, the longer I hang on to them, the more nervous I get that I'm going to mix something up. So that's why these ones, non-negotiable, they're going out tomorrow. I just need to pack all of them and get them out of here. Okay. Main page, Delaney with green, brown, and red with ladybugs and whatever else you think is nice. Okay, cute. Do you have a preference for which of those colors is the lettering? Green, brown, or red? I often use that green with the matcha journal just because I feel like it matches pretty well, but I can totally pick a different one if you want. Main color. That's what I would do too. Oh, Lisa, you're here tonight. Okay, yes, Lisa, I educate you. I sent her Janelle's fully customized journal. Like, what a bad mistake. And it was like just barely before Janelle was supposed to start using it. That's why I was so stressed, because I was like, it starts in July, and I sent it to Lisa in the middle of June. But Lisa was just the best, and she just mailed it forward to Janelle, and Janelle still got it in time. But yeah, that was stressful. Okay, how's this for green, red, brown? I know, Stevie, that's the thing. I feel like I don't attract, like, with the kind of content I do, I don't attract people who are going to be mean about it. That's why I always think it's so funny when we get random haters, or when I get like, yeah, hate comments on YouTube or something, or like dislikes on a video. I'm like, who in the journaling community goes out of their way to just like be a jerk to a small creator? But it's all good. It's just funny when it does happen because it's so rare. Okay, and oh, I almost stacked it. Name down the side. Can I do a little mushroom on one side, and then ladybug maybe like crawling across the letters? Flying across, crawling across, something like that. Anderson, you've always got my back. I have had a few brain fart moments like that, so I'm glad you guys are on like high alert. All right, and then ladybugs and whatever else I think is nice. Okay, we'll do a few ladybugs like kind of crawling on the letters. So I'll do one here, one maybe here. And then how would you feel, Delaney? Because do you want something flying across, like to have that flight path sort of thing? Because we could do one little bee flying across to match your bee if you want. But if that's too many different things going on, that is totally fine. Aw, Lanybug. That's such a cute nickname. Okay, one little bee flying across to match your little bookmark bee. Do him over here with some little... I know, ladybugs do fly, but I felt like a bee would be a cute addition because she has one on the cover. Okay, and I would jump right in and do the ombre sort of thing that I always do on the letters. But if you like it as it is, I know Paige mentioned the reverse ombre. Yeah, it does kind of naturally look like that. So I can leave it out, like just leave it as it is if you'd rather. You like it as is? Okay. And then, sorry, last question. Do you have a preference between like the bee kind of like flight path with the white gel pen, you know, crossing through the letters, or just the normal kind of highlights and then just have the bee's flight go just behind the letters and not use the white gel pen? Do you have a preference? No preference. Okay, I might just do the highlights then, because I feel like with just one bee, I feel like it wouldn't be a ton of, you know, since it's not the focal point, I'm not going to make it the focal point, you know? All right, and then we'll just do some more like subtle flight lines going behind the letters but never crossing in front. Cute. There we go, Delaney. And then for your cover, 25 to 26. Oh, sorry, that was a bad one. I just kicked the whole stand with my foot. Yikes. I'm gonna be so sad when this marker dies, because it's a current obsession of mine and you can't buy just the one color on its own like I normally do for Tombos, so I will be devastated. Stack? Yes, I can do that. Let me do... Add a ladybug? Yes. I can try. It is a small design, so if I can't get it to like have the dots show up and stuff, then I won't, because I'm struggling with that, but if I can, I will. Thank you so much for your order, Delaney. And I'm sorry, I forget. Who was next? Oh, thank you for your order, Helen. Yeah, I need to start another stack of journals, which is a great problem to have, but thank you so much. I did do Stevie's. She didn't do a cover design. She did a name page and charms, and it's at the bottom of a stack somewhere. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm gonna just topple everyone's journals down if I try digging to the bottom. Good night, Kennedy. Thank you for joining. All right. Danielle, are you good to go? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I just keep bumping everything and making the camera shake for you guys. Danielle, let me find your order here. Wait, was that just today? Yeah, I gotta clear out my order queue because this is taking too long for me to just find an order. Danielle, okay. Ooh, another glacier colored one. Yay. Are you, Linda? See, that's the thing is my mom would be. Like, my mom, anytime we watch family video, we're all, like, we all love it. We could watch for hours, and my mom is just, like, trying not to throw up because of her own camera handling back in the 90s. And she gets motion sickness from stuff like that. All right. Glacier blue looks to be good to go. Ooh, Anderson. So the blue is glacier, the green is matcha, the pink is petal, and the brown is espresso. Chosen by you all on Instagram. Okay, ribbon charms, a gold D and H, or a seashell. We can do all of the above if you want to pair two of them on one ribbon and one on the other. I know, Linda, that's why I always feel bad, because I'm like, I just know that if my mom was here, she would be dying. Stevie, I know, right? I'm a young 90s, but still have memories of the 90s. D and H. Well, I guess mid-90s. 96. Thank you, Delaney. Have a good 9 a.m. class. D and H. Yes, we can pair the D and H on one and a seashell on the other. So I'm going to pull out a few different seashell options. We have like this style. Or this style, but we have like bigger or smaller ones. Kind of have like a variety in each category. Starfish or sand dollars, a little bit different, but if you want one of those, obviously, I'll get it for you. The one right under your initials? Okay, cute. Yes, or there's the ones with the pearls. Those are fun too. Oh man, I am scary low with ribbon crimps. I might not even be able... I only have 4 left. Oh no. How can I problem solve that situation? Other than just going and buying some tomorrow, but I wouldn't be able to pack all the orders tonight. I know, single digits, like low single digits. How did I let that happen? I swear that compartment was full when I started the week. Okay, Penny doesn't have charms. They are on the way. That's true. I was hoping to get every single journal order that's currently placed mailed out this weekend, but I guess that won't be able to happen. But I mean, it's still well within my like shipping window, so it's fine. But are you sure, Danielle? I can do it on yours. Like I would just have some orders would have to wait to get sent out until Monday, but that's not a big deal. You're one of the good ones. Like, yeah, you guys are all so kind. Alrighty then. We'll do that, Danielle. Thank you for giving that up. I do feel bad, and if you change your mind, just change your mind. I'm fine with that. Okay, and then for the name page, Danielle with medical doodles like stethoscope and ooh, I don't even know how to draw some of those things. Stethoscope, yes, but insulin bottle and RX pad. I'm gonna have to turn to trusty Pinterest to guide me on this one. Do you have a color palette in mind for the name page? I'm just gonna search for some doodles here on Pinterest. Medical doodles. I'm not sure what an insulin bottle specifically looks like, or an RX pad. I'm going to screenshot this one in case any of the things that you're requesting are in this picture, because that looks doable. Insulin bottle and RX pad. Just gonna go back on TikTok, see if black calligraphy, light blue shadow up the side. Bottom left has an insulin bottle. Bottom left of the one that the picture that I saved, or bottom left of the Pinterest search. Wait. Top middle, you're saying? Is this what you mean, or do you mean top middle of? Okay, wait. Bottom left, top middle. I need to be able to see your comments while we. Sorry, I'm gonna pull this down. Oh, a prescription pad, small notepad. Okay. Row 2, first one has an insulin bottle in it. Danielle, have you seen specifically what you want for an insulin bottle on any of these pictures? I took my phone down now so I can actually see your comments. Oh, this. This? Oh yeah, it even says RX. But insulin bottle. No, yes. Okay. Insulin bottle. Doodle. Let's see. Diabetes clip art. Any of that looking right? The first picture that came up. Oh, just like a pill bottle, but with liquid in it. Okay. I think I've got what I need. Sorry, why did I put you guys down? That was the wrong decision. I should have put my iPad down. Okay. And you said, okay, black calligraphy, light blue shadow going down the side, and then those doodles around it. Correct? Where's my black Tombow? The black Tombow is brand new and still hasn't had the tip like crushed, so. Can anyone remind me, is that in fact what Danielle requested? Black calligraphy, blue, okay. Yes, okay. Let's do this. Danielle. All right, thin light blue drop shadow. And then were there other colors that you wanted to specifically bring into this color palette, Danielle? Or like mostly blue? Okay, sounds good. Then I'll just bring in kind of whatever is needed to complete each doodle, but I'll feature blue because I like it. All right, so stethoscope, insulin bottle, RX pad. I'm thinking stethoscope over here, RX pad with an insulin bottle kind of overlapping it. Let me get all of the photos that I saved to use for reference. All right. So I'm going to use a blue and then also pair it with a gray for the stethoscope. Let's do blue for this part. Good night, Sarah. Thanks for coming. All right, blue stethoscope, and then an RX pad and an insulin bottle. So I'm going to do the insulin bottle first to draw it in the foreground, and then we'll do the RX pad next. So, oh my goodness, Danielle. I'm so sorry to hear that. I can't even imagine. Like I said, I've had a very easy life and I'm very thankful for it, but yeah, I just can't imagine living with constant medical issues. I feel like any medical inconvenience is just like drives me crazy, and I can't imagine that just being everyday life. Like, brutal. is tiny lettering. I need to add the little dashed outline here, and then maybe some sparkles. How is that looking, Danielle? Oh my goodness, waiting on a transplant. Well, keep us updated, because we'll be praying for you throughout that process. Okay, I'm thinking add some sparkles in black, like just little ones. Anything else that you think is lacking, Danielle? All right, we're nearing the end of Danielle's. So if it's not too much to ask, could you guys figure out who's next? And then I can just look up and know who's next instead of having to spend a few minutes once I'm completely done the design. It'll just save us a few minutes of valuable journal packing time. Alrighty, Danielle. Thank you so much for your order. Is this to track your health journey, I'm guessing? Or you don't need to answer that. Personal question. Cool. I had a previous friend from YouTube who had lupus. Very sad. She was far too young. But we were pen pals, so I would send her stationery that she could use while she was having her hospital stays. So I'd love to send you some like markers or gel pen or something that you can use to pass the time. Is there anything specific that would be a fun treat, like washi tape, markers, white gel pen, something like that? Yes, Chloe, recently. Okay. Medical journal or just medical if it fits better. Little surprise. Okay, sounds good. As long as it's not pink. Well, let me grab a little something not pink and tuck that in with your order. Okay. Sounds good, Danielle. Let me get that packed. And who is going to be going next tonight? Penny? Okay. Penny, let me pull up your order. Ooh, another glacier colored journal. And I see you ordered name page and covers, so no charms. Let's get straight into your name page then. Ordinary Days in pastels. And how is the like this sort of pastel theme that we used for January? Oh, blue, yellow, green stack name. Yes. Oh, totally. Blue, yellow. Let me grab that. Green. Stacked calligraphy name page with lavender and bees. Totally. And the title was Ordinary Days. So what makes sense in my head would be to do ordinary split into 2 lines, but keep it in one color so that you can tell it's a separate word from the days. Does that sound good to you, Penny? Oh, days can be stacked. Oh, okay. Okay, so stacked, right? You asked for stacked. Oh, you didn't ask for stacked. Oh, no, you did. Sorry. I am just jumping from Etsy listing to this, back to Etsy. Okay. Sure, we can do ordinary. It would be easier to split ordinary into 3 lines then, and then just stamp days underneath. So let's do that. Let's do it. Hey Tunde, and see you, Linda. Thanks for joining. The colors of the cap scared you. That's funny. All right, and then I'm thinking I'll do some lavender coming up out of this corner, and then bees kind of flying all around. Oh, so Jennifer, yes, I only do one at a time. I'm guessing they already said that. And it takes me at least a month to do one, and I just started one. So, I honestly, it's so hard for me to predict because the more other orders I have, like of empty journals, the less time I actually spend packing or like creating customs. So I've been very, very fortunate to have a lot more empty journal orders. And I'm anticipating that that will increase even more as the end of the year comes closer. So I don't even know if I will be taking more in this calendar year or if it'll have to wait till 2026. I'm really not sure. But yes, when the time does come, I always announce it on Instagram. We talk about it here too, but on Instagram is where like I put the countdown for the exact day and time that the spot will be open. And then it's just kind of first come, first serve. Whoever pulls the trigger on that gets the journal, I guess. All right, and then we'll put a few bees flying all around. Videos of doodle tutorials. I have tons of doodle tutorials on my YouTube channel from like years and years ago. So they're not recent. I honestly don't remember what kinds of tutorials I even did, but there are doodle tutorials on there if you want to check them out and see if I have what you're looking for. But it was always like 5 theme ideas for the month of September or something like that. So if you go through some of those videos, you'll find a bunch of different tutorials. Yes, every live replay gets uploaded to YouTube the next day. Oh yeah, stamp the word days. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna do that right now. Before I forget, ordinary, and I was just gonna tuck it in right over here to line up with the bottom of the Y. D. A. Robin, oh, I don't know. Let's see. Phone is at 35%, iPad's at 25. Brain is at less than that, but I want to get as many orders packed as possible for the weekend. Robin, I should for sure pack yours because you placed yours on Monday and it's been a minute since then. It says ordinary days. And I'm going to white gel pen now the black lines that cross over the letters and then make that note about your cover. And was there someone who had already claimed the next customization spot. If not, I would give it to Robin because she ordered on Monday and just hasn't been able to make it at a time when I've been able to customize it. She's also given up her spot to a few people along the way, but if someone else needs to go and Robin's okay with that, I'm down for whatever. I just want to get all your orders packed and mailed. Alrighty. I think we're good there. Ordinary Days. And Penny, for your cover page, you just said you want the word journey. Does that sound good? One more on the Y. Oh, you're right. Thanks, guys. This was for Penny. Yes, okay. Journeys. Perfect. And where's my pen? Here it is. Yes, the white gel pen is a Languo brand white gel pen. All right, Penny, let me set that aside for you. I'm gonna close up Delaney's. That was sitting open. The colors I used for lavender, 520 and 603, I believe. Can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Tombow, both of them are Tombow. All right, then who is up next? Journeys, I think just Journey, singular. Robin, is that all good, or is there someone else needing to hustle off? Why can't I find Robin's order? I feel like I've seen it. Oh, right, and you wanted to change your petal one to an espresso. We did work on Ivy's just a bit. We did the cover for February, and that is all. But yeah, so far all we've done in Ivy's is all of January, and then the cover for February. So yeah, January we did this little pastel-y space theme. Good night, Danielle. Thanks so much for your order and for joining us. And then February, we just started this. Is Robin, are you still here and good to go? If not, who was, oh, there you are. Are you sure, Robin? I'm gonna run out at some point. Like some journal orders that were placed later in the week, I can still choose their charms, but then send them out next week. I really can just use all of the ribbon crimps and then just start doing it that way. Like, I feel like that's doable. Alrighty then. Cream pom-pom. Do you still want the cream even though you changed journal colors? I don't know if I really have cream. I've got like a light gray and this sort of light brown or white are my most neutral light colors. The white, perfect. And then for your name page, you wanted 2026 travel. Do you have a certain color palette in mind for that? Color palette, doodles, anything like that? Hey, come on now. This charm is gonna give me a hard time. Navy blue. Sounds good. There we go. Wrestled that one into place. And then any specific doodles in mind? 2026 travel in navy. Should put some of these away. Oh, family adventures? Sure. And do you want it all in navy? One sec. I just thought of a marker that I could use. So I have this navy brush pen and then this navy thin brush pen that match really well. If you wanted, I could do like 2026 big and then family adventures calligraphied on one line, or we can do them all like equal size with this brush pen. Do you have a preference? No preference, sounds great. Okay, and I may have missed it. Did you want any doodles with it? Oh, I could do that. That's a cute idea too, Jess. That sounds good. I feel like going over it would be tough if it's in navy, but I could go like through it. That'd be kind of fun. So let's do that. A plain, okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna do a little bit more than one thick, but not quite too thick. Plain clouds, okay, cool. Let's do I think this is the navy that we used for your first name page, Robin. Because it's my go-to navy, so I feel like you've probably had it before. 2026. And then family adventures. Family adventures. Whoops. Okay. Trying to think now if I should do like a little globe with a paper airplane flying around, or like a suitcase or something. Kind of like globe. Oh, planes and clouds. Thank you. Let's do that. Airplanes and clouds. Did you specify? Or sorry, airplanes. I mean paper airplanes and clouds. Sorry, planes are airplanes. No preference? Okay. Then I'll do paper airplanes because that's just a lickety split kind of doodle for me. And then what do we think, you guys? Should I do gray clouds or blue clouds? Like a light gray or a light blue? Blue. Okay. Let's do it. I think I'm just gonna do cloud outlines because I don't know, clouds is kind of a funny doodle to draw solid sometimes because they're white, you know? So we'll just do cute little outlined clouds scattered all around. Whenever I do clouds like this, it makes me think of popcorn. All right. And is there someone who's ready to go next after Robin's is done? I know I need to make a note of your gold foil customization, and then I'm ready for the next one. Your last name. Stacked calligraphy with a little cloud? Yes. Sounds good. Robin. Okay. Last name stacked with clouds. Sounds good. Thank you so much for your order, Robin. White gel pen for freebie. Sounds good. Let's pack that up. Farmer's Wife. Anna Marie. Okay. Yes. I can go track your order down. No, Robin, thank you for all of your support. Robin has been spoiling me with all of her journal orders, and I have been so grateful. Anna Marie got a petal colored journal. And let's see here, for charm, pink pom-pom, pink ribbon, white K. Sounds good. Let me pull out my two. Oh, I think I have a third pink option. I do. I didn't add white to Robin's lettering. I don't know. I felt like not in the moment, but if Robin wants that changed, I can. Is this the last white K? It is. I just restocked all my whites, but K is out. D has only one left. The other ones look like they're still doing pretty well for white though. Okay, and then you wanted a ribbon with it as well? Or ribbon bookmark. How are we feeling about the charm situation? Anna Marie? Third pom-pom. Sounds good. And then you wanted these two paired with it? Like those two paired on one and then pink pom-pom on the other? Aw, Robin. You're so sweet. Yeah, Robin's been using them as gifts, which I feel like they make a great gift. Like, who couldn't use a journal? And they're personalized. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would be a fun gift. I'd like to receive this gift. This is what like all of my family will be getting for Christmas. Just kidding, just part of it. But I do need to work on getting my friends and family into bullet journaling. So I have at least one person in my life who understands me. I get on there. Aw, Robin, man, you are pampering. I want to be your kid's teacher. Pack of Tombos, personalized journal. Nice, Jabaya. All right. let's get those on. And then, a photo a day of Kenzie K. That's so cute. A version of a bunch of baby items. Yes, that sounds great. So I'm thinking Kenzie K in like bigger pink calligraphy, and then a photo a day in smaller pink lettering. Does that sound good? Or do you want it all big? I totally can do it all big. It will just fill the whole page. But we would still squeeze in some baby doodles. Battery, so phone is down to 25, iPad is at 12. But brain is nearing 0. So, I mean, it's 10:36. I always say that my bedtime is 10, but I never... Last night, I actually made myself go to bed by 10. But here's the thing. Last night, I made myself go to bed by 10, but I fell asleep at like 1. Whereas my husband joined me at like 11:30, and I heard him snoring less than 5 minutes later. So jealous. But my system just does not work like that. Okay, let me take a quick sip of water. Okay, so I'm thinking Kenzie K, nice and big. A photo a day in, I have a pink that matches this really well. Photo a day smaller, and then baby doodles all around. Let's do that. I know, right? Like, how do they do it? My mind just races for hours. It's insane. Okay, I need to make sure that I spell everything right. Oh, my baby is my alarm, and that's anytime between 5 and 6. Unfortunately. All right, now we need to fit a photo a day of. I think I can do that. Uh-oh, low power mode has been entered. Let's do kind of lining up with the top of the K here. This one is a Pentel Fude Touch brush sign pen. The 2020 collection. I remember. All right, let's do some of these baby doodles. We're gonna do a little pacifier over here. And maybe a bottle as well. I'll need this color for a bottle. Okay, and then we'll do a little diaper over here with little pink diaper pins. The leg holes over here, like an old school diaper. And I'm gonna do a little bib over here. All right, and then what doodle should I do up at the top? I'll do some little socks, maybe. Little baby socks are so cute. Oh, a rattle. Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe I'll do the rattle over here. I could do a camera or a Polaroid picture. Let me think here. Oh, letter blocks, that's cute. Jazzy Tazzy, yes, you can. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow, but I for sure will be on Monday. Oh, I could do a teddy bear. Oh, I should have left a bigger space and done a teddy bear. Let me think here. Oh, hey, Dragon Queen artist. A bear. I could do like a little teddy bear head or like a mini teddy bear, but it would have to be pretty mini at this point because the only like good size space I have left is over there. Oh, her new teddy bears and bows. Okay, then we're definitely doing a teddy bear. I'll just do a little mini teddy bear. So ears, head, arms. He'll be wearing a bow. Legs with the feet sticking up. Feet sticking out. Okay, let's draw on his bow, or her bow, rather. Give him a little nose, ears. Okay. There's the brown that I'm looking for. I know I've used it today. There we go. Okay, little bear. We'll throw in a bow as well. All right, and then I was just thinking of maybe sprinkling little hearts and sparkles around the page. And then I am going to add some white gel pen to the bib and the rattle and the socks. But I think I'll, yeah, just go in and add some hearts. A photo a day is such a cute idea. Do you use a little like Polaroid printer or just a normal printer, or what do you? Oh, I'm just catching up on the comments. When are you due? You haven't met your baby yet? Crazy. Aw. That is so exciting. That was my due date, October 1st. Like when I was an infant, I mean, when I was unborn, not one of my kids' due dates. Okay, let's add some white gel pen to all of this. Uh-oh, low 5% battery remaining. Oh, we made it to the end of my lo-fi playlist. That doesn't happen often. This has been a long one. Just put it back to a random spot. I'll do just a little bow doodle on the bib. And then just some like wavy lines on the rattle. Okay. I did do a version where there was a baby boy and baby girl on the same page for someone having twins. So I did some little boy doodles too, and that was fun. But my favorite way to time block is letting all my devices die. That's funny. Okay, let me wrap this up for you, Anna Marie. Cover customization, Kenzie K. Precious. Let me, Anna with one N. Thank you so much for your order, Anna Marie. And got Kenzie K 2025 to the bottom. Okay, so Kenzie K in stack calligraphy in the middle, or like this, but smaller in the middle, and then 2025 down here. Yes, okay. Yeah, sounds good. That part is stacked. 2025 by the bow. Okay. Lovely. Thank you very much for your order, Anna Marie. All right. Was there anyone, I haven't been looking at the comments in a million years because I've been trying to just hustle through this. Were there any questions about seeing a certain theme in Janelle's journal or Ivy's journal or anything of the sort? Oh, 2025 and 2026. Let me... Oh, no, sorry, that was someone else who said that. Oh, a cover example. Yes. So let me show you. So here's Catherine's. Catherine got her name with paw prints, and then the bow is already on all of them. And I can grab here. Emily is using it for a teaching journal, so he got her teacher name on here. And then let me see if I have one that's... Oh, I've got another one here with the paw prints. Shaylee with the paw prints. So yes, that is how the covers are looking. Thanks, you guys. Glad you like them. Battery power, you know what? I feel like the last 20 go so fast, but then the last 5, like, really get dragged out because my iPad is now sitting at 3 and thriving. My phone's at 17, which is like manageable, but I should definitely go to bed. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your orders. I am just going to have to kind of take some inventory here and see how tomorrow afternoon would be best spent, either on a live doing more personalization or off of a live actually getting journals, finishing the gold foil, getting them packed into their mailers and sent off and all of that, because I don't have a lot of boundaries during the week, as you can tell. I will stay on live way later than I should, but on the weekend I do try to have boundaries, and Friday night is a no work zone. So I want to make sure that I use my Friday afternoon well. So I will update you guys in my Instagram story. Sorry, I found hair stuck to my chair. I'll update you guys on my Instagram story if there will be a live tomorrow and what time it will be at, if there is. Natasha, typically my evening lives usually start whatever time it is for you right now. Rewind about 3 hours. So I start 3 hours earlier, and if I do an afternoon live, I'm almost done. I'm just saying goodbye. Okay. Yeah. If I do an afternoon live, it's whatever time it is right now, minus 8.5 hours. Trying to do the mental math. I know the journal's behind me, but that whole shelf was full and now it's getting so empty, but I do have more in the closet. Okay. Yes. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to, yeah, that was my husband. Autumn's not my last name though, by the way. It's my middle name. Yeah, feel free to check out my Instagram stories if you would like to know when the next live will be. If you have placed an order that I have not yet customized, I will do your customizations on live. I won't do them off of live without telling you, because I know most people like seeing that part of the process. So Thank you guys so much for joining me. Do use the code livestream if you place an order so that you get a discount, and I will see you on the next live.